This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Back in April, I believe it was the 11th of April, courtesy of Right Wing Watch, a fantastic organization that if you have some spare dollars and you want to donate to an organization, rightwingwatch.org absolutely is a noble cause. In fact, a lot of the clips that I get that I play from the show are from their Twitter account, where they're shining light on radicals all across the right-wing spectrum and conservative nutbags. And in this case, the clip that I played on April 11th, I got from them. And then I was going to do this video yesterday, but I thought, let's just wait one more day and see if God ended up killing Democrats. And it didn't happen. See, on April 11th, I played this clip of Lance Wallnau in his archaeology gear with his Bible open, making a prophecy. He's read the prophecies, and he's here to tell you, everybody, that God is going to start killing Democrats and some Republicans in the month of May. And listen, being somebody who came from this faith tradition, was raised in this faith tradition as a child, who looked up to, who venerated men like Oral Roberts and Jimmy Swaggart and Kenneth Copeland types. I have a soft spot in my heart for people who believe this way. Not compassion, but I have an understanding. Let's say it's not really a soft spot. I understand these folks. I was raised by these folks. My parents are still these folks. So I'm going to play this clip, but I would love to have a conversation, both in the comments and you can call after, but I would love to know what it is about. I mean, it's either just a straight grift, or this guy actually believes that there was a chance some Democrats were going to die, and then he could say that God was responsible for killing them. I mean, maybe he's hoping that Dianne Feinstein, who's 185 years old now, that maybe she was ready to go of natural causes just because she's old, and he could blame that. Oh, I'm taking credit for that. I called it. I don't know. But here it is, the clip that I played on April 11th, and then we'll talk about whether or not, who knows, it came true.
Satan's whole Antichrist activity is him trying to consolidate control because he knows he's about to lose everything. So you have to really reinterpret what's going on in the news. Watching what's happening with Donald Trump as we're praying into that. I believe this is the time. Maybe the election wasn't the time, but this is the time for the imprecatory prayers that would be answered, which is going to be, may they fall into the pit that they have dug. Now, what would that look like? Well, it could be that there's such an outrageous backlash over the clear political persecution of an innocent political candidate that we're really becoming like a Venezuela or a Soviet Union, where we find a crime to lock up or assassinate our political rivals. The American people won't put up with it. Now, the elites in Washington, well, they shrug their shoulders. They're half happy that this is happening. But I've been listening to prophecies lately about sudden deaths. And it looks to me like there could be some sudden deaths coming in May. And in May, you're going to see some of the disciplinary hand of God come down upon those people that have been standing in the path of what he wants to do. I'm not talking about Democrats only. We have Republicans also.
The disciplinary hand of God is going to kill Democrats and, maybe some Republicans too. In May, he's been listening to a lot of prophecies, and it did not happen. Imagine being someone who is still looked at. Listen, let me say this. I don't think he's a serious character. I don't think he believes what he's saying. And I don't believe him, obviously, but he has an audience. He has people who take his counsel, who believe the things he says. And that is where the danger lies here, because it very well could be an attempt to compel people to commit violence, and then it's placed on the shoulders of God, that God allowed it to happen or caused it to happen. I don't know. But I know that the disciplinary hand of God line is something that's been used all throughout history, and even in modern times. Remember, Jerry Falwell he blamed Katrina on the gays. He blamed the Hurricane Katrina and the insurmountable death toll on the fact that homosexuality is a thing that exists. Terrible. These people are horrible, sinister, vile cretins. They are false prophets. They are there to enrich themselves, and they're using this latest iteration of melding of politics and religion to their advantage. And he's not the only one. There's a whole bunch of these nuts. Last time I listed off a group of people that I have disdain for, and I mentioned Joel Osteen in that group. And a lot of people in the comments were like, he's okay, he's good. And I don't believe he's good. I believe that it is a pernicious message that you're turning the universality, wow, brain glitch. The universalness of the gospel, which is for all mankind, for all of humanity. And you're turning it into some weird capitalistic American version where if you just lead a chaste life and you're motivated, God is going to pour blessings down on you. Why don't you tell starving children all across the world that just keep a positive attitude and your lot in life is going to change? People who will die of starvation. Joel Osteen's version of Christianity doesn't apply to them. And coming out of this faith tradition, it seems blasphemous to me. It seems non-Christian to make your gospel message a narrow one that fits white America and not, the poor and the impoverished, the starving, the downtrodden. Anyway, that's a side rant. But I wanted to address it because I got so many emails and so many voicemails and so many comments about Joel Osteen. So, what do you think about this? I'd love to know. This Lance Wallnau and his failed prophecy about the death of Democrats, God going around just killing everybody in the 21st century. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Once again, I want to thank Right Wing Watch. They do good work. And if you can, you should support them. Subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 500,000, 300,000. I'm already there. 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And it's with your help that I'm going to be able to do it. If you want to help support other than subscribing, you can click the join button, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or you can click the super thanks button, or you can go over to patreon.com/I-doubt-it podcast. I'll see you on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Be genuine. Take care of one another.